The Old Testament, the Jews, distort it. And this is really the fact.
There's another passage that proves that it's your Quran corrupt, not the Bible.
Okay, he says there is another passage that proves that it's your Quran corrupt and not the Bible. Wow, 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 wow. I greet you, beloved, and once again I welcome you to Lost in Media. My name is Boche Steven, and you know for sure that whenever I get in my seat here, it's about we destroying all those assertions that's been made against Christianity since time immemorial. Okay, it's very good to reason with people. Do you understand? It's very good to reason with people because our world is filled up with knowledge. I hope you get to it. There are many ideologies mobilizing around the world or mobilizing in our universe. And surely if you can be able to put a stop to a certain ideology, you will have to also study well about the exact ideology, and you have to know how to counter or banter that kind of ideology, and with reasonable staffs, because if you try your possible best to do away with their way of reasoning and stuff your staffs into their brains or something like that, just like that, surely they're going to just vomit them out because they do not actually create any force in their system, right? But if indeed it's something that is striking seriously, they're actually going to go by that. Okay, well, truth isn't relative. Okay, truth isn't relative. That's the idea of relativism is not bought by myself or by me. Okay, I do not go by relativism or the relativistic idea. Fancy take yours, let me take mine. Since truth corresponds to reality, truth is absolute, truth is complete, truth is only one. Shall we take a quick break? And we are returning to a discourse that went on between David Wood, Shik Umar, and also Shamoun. Okay, and they had a moderator. Surely it's very nice. They were discussing about the corruption of the Quran or the corruption of the Bible. Quick break and they're returning. Well, let's go to Sheikh Umar. What do he say?
And now, go to the chapter 2, verse 194. And more than that, about distortion of the Bible.
So you see, he's saying, and more than that, about the distortion of the Bible. Okay, where do we go to?
And now, go to the chapter 2, verse 194. And more than that, about distortion of the Bible, u.s.a. you can go to chapter 4, verse 46.
Okay, so that is Surah Al-Nisa, ayah 46. He says you should go to Surah Al-Nisa, ayah 46. Okay, what next?
God said they distort their own books.
So with this surah and ayah he says that the passage is actually trying to tell us that God says they distort their own books. Okay, the Jews and the Christians distorted their own books. Okay, what next?
The Old Testament, the Jews, distort it. And this is really the fact.
Okay, so he makes reference to the Old Testament. He said the Jews, distort it, and that's is even the fact. Okay, so he says that's the fact. The Bible is corrupted, the Bible is distorted, the passages of the Bible has been distorted by the Jews and the Christians and all that. So the actual Quranic verse that is helping him to prove this ideology has to do with Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah 194, Quran chapter 2 verse number 194, and also Quran chapter 4 verse number 46. Okay, so these two verses in the Quran he claims are saying that the Bible is distorted, okay, by the Jews. Well, your final word.
So I'm sorry, I'm using the answering of the man straight away, and I'm even capitalizing on the time to answer another point. Those two chapters.
Okay, he conclude by saying, so I'm sorry, and using the answering of the mind straight away. Waiting for another question. Please read well those two chapters. So he tells some Shamoun and David Wood to read well the Quranic chapters and verses before they come out there to debate or something like that. So he repeated Surah Al-Baqarah, Ayah 194, and Surah Al-Nisa, Ayah 46. And you can see the giggling in his face. He's very happy he's been able to debunk David Wood and Shamoun. Well, quickly, let's go to Shamoun. Shamoun, what do you say about what Sheikh Umar said?
David and Sam.
Yeah, you know what's ironic? He quoted chapter 4, verse 46.
Oh, okay. He was making fun. He was mocking. Okay, he was. Some Shamoun says he ironically, that is in a sarcastical manner, quoted chapter 4, verse number 46. Okay, yeah, that is true. He ironically quoted Quran chapter 4, verse number 46. What next, Shamoun?
Saying that the Jews somehow corrupted their scriptures.
Okay, yeah, exactly his point. That's what he said. He said the Jews has corrupted the scriptures, and that's proved by Quran chapter 4, verse number 46. Oh, you don't agree with that?
Sheikh Umar, it's obvious you didn't even read chapter 4.
So he continued by saying, Sheikh Umar, that means you didn't even read chapter 4. Wow. He didn't read the chapter 4. Shamoun is telling Sheikh Umar that, Massa, you are a sheikh. Okay, you are supposed to be a scholar, an Islamic scholar. Saying this, buttressing your argument with this, or supporting your argument with this Quranic verse means you didn't even read your own Quran very well before coming to meet up with myself and David Wood. Okay, what next?
This is talking about the Jews twisting the words of Muhammad. That's chapter 4, verse 46.
Oh! So Shamoun redirects Sheikh Umar, and Sheikh Umar made no objection. You see his face over there. He says this is talking about the Jews twisting the words of Muhammad. That's chapter 4, verse 46. Sheikh Umar, according to Shamoun, Quran chapter 4, verse 46 isn't talking about the Jews distorting the scriptures, but rather it is talking about the Jews distorting the words, twisting the words of Muhammad, and not the Bible. Read well your Quran, Sheikh Umar. Wow. Let's go to Shamoun again.
That passage is not talking about the Jews corrupting the Torah.
Oh, okay. Wow. I think Shamoun is very good. He says that passage is not talking about the Jews corrupting the Torah. Oh, okay. But what is it actually saying? Let's hear him out.
It's the Jews twisting the words of Muhammad. It's right here.
Oh, he says it's rather the Jews twisting the words of Muhammad. Wow. And he's about to read it to the hearing of his addresses, most especially Sheikh Umar. Sheikh Umar is very silent and he's filled with goosebumps. Okay, he has no word to utter because he got it wrong, or maybe he intentionally wanted to lie to deceive Shamoun and David Wood. And you know these guys knows well your Quran, so make sure to never twist anything in front of them, okay, from your Quran. So Sheikh Umar is very quiet and is somewhat like he is receiving education from these Christian apologists. Wow, this is great. What next?
It says, they say to Muhammad, we hear and disobey.
Okay, so according to Shamoun, that is what the actual verse Sheikh Umar quoted says. It says, they say to Muhammad, we herein disobey. We will disobey your staffs. The staffs you call the words of Allah or something like that. We are never going to go by them. Okay, so that's exactly what your Quran is saying. Make sure to read well your Quran. What next?
So according to you, the Jews corrupted your Quran. Thank you.
Okay, so Shamoun puts it to him. So according to you, Sheikh Umar, the Jews corrupted your Quran. Thank you. I like the way Shamoun argues. Whenever he has encounter with a Muslim or a Sheikh or whoever, he just put it to you that that's exactly what you acceded to by saying this or by saying that. And Sheikh Umar wasn't able to object. You get that? Though perhaps he was going by the debating rules or tactics fancy when we were debating, and you are given the chance to talk, you talk, blah 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 blah. And when you're done with yours, you have to allow me. You have to allow me the chance to also talk without you interrupting or you interrogating or interjecting. I'll be getting so perhaps that's the reason he didn't interject. Okay, the discourse or the flow of Shamoun. Okay, so what next?
So thank you for proving your Quran is corrupt. Why do you believe it?
Okay, so he thanks him again. What next?
There's another passage that proves that it's your Quran corrupt, not the Bible.
Okay, he says there is another passage that proves that it's your Quran corrupt and not the Bible. Wow, 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 wow. So we are actually going to return to the next section of this program, and he's going to give us a Quranic verse that actually supports the idea that it is the Quran that is corrupted and never the Bible. Quran chapter 4 verse number 46 and Quran chapter 2 verse number 194 isn't actually saying that the Bible is corrupted, but rather it is saying the Jews twisted the words of Muhammad. So therefore Sheikh Umar actually got it wrong. He didn't read well his Quran before coming forth to debate David Wood and Shamoun. Well, we ended up over here. We've seen that Sheikh Umar actually is busted over here. He is exploded over here. He is speechless over here. He is short of words. He is making no utterance again. His arguments are collapsed over here because he met up with some people who are well abreast or well versed in his own book, the Quran. So you see, this really tells that your sheikhs can lie to you, your Abduls can lie to you, okay, your people can lie to you just to propagate just to promote the orthodoxy of Islam. Well, we call it a day, and we are going to continue from where Shamoun and David Wood are actually going to get deep on this, and they will be like, these verses also says that indeed your Quran is the one corrupted and not the Bible. Greetings to everybody. Uncle Sam, Toronto, Canada. Mom Esther, and him that is Samia Samuel, Mr. Edu. May God richly bless you all for helping us in watching and sharing this program. Preacher Siama, may God richly bless you for watching and also sharing our programs. And also to you, Mr. COD, Mr. Peter, Mr. Obed of USA, and Brother King Baini of Maryland, Church of Christ, USA, and Brother Peter Pauly. May God richly bless you all for helping us in watching and also sharing this program. Shall we meet up here once again? Bye-bye.